Something huge is about to happen. This journey thus far has been wild, for sure, but now we are building up to a major event that will certainly alter the entire course of the rest of the Stormblood expansion.
I'm in danger!
In this time, I gather allies, I gear up, preparing for the coming storm of blood. No, literally, the quest is called like In Crimson It Began. Anyway, here is what happened. We pick up this journey right where Yoshi D completely trashed our internet, right as we were finishing a quest, of course, because why wouldn't it? Well, we saved Orkata, who was about to be obliterated by a bunch of meat-eating rat people, and if you missed it, the rat people were absolutely trash canning me. Literally, here they are, slapping me around again. I've read some of the comments about how I should use my chocobo as a bodyguard. I do really need to do this, but I also enjoy suffering, so. We are on the trail of Orkata because we are fairly certain that he's about to put himself into terrible danger by turning in the Parmesan cheese to the Garlic Bread Empire. Mifrid, Lise, and I sneak off to go see where this transpires. And then we get a cutscene where a group of enemies with funny face masks walk up to Orkata and start threatening him. They are called Skulls. Mifrid tells Lise to not interfere with anything. Do not help. Lise gives the best face. Well, the Skulls start questioning why he was late, and then they call him a spy. And then this dude literally catches like the nastiest of fades and legit coughs up all of his coins like he's Sonic in Green Hills. Orkata is literally getting his teeth kicked in, and Lise wants to help, but she can't. Also, Caff Dad has no idea what is happening back here. He isn't in line of sight. He's just happy to be involved. In walks this lady whose name is Fordola, who I actually had difficulty remembering, and I think I ended up calling her like Paula. Well, she says that Lord Xenos is waiting. Orkata limps away, and Lise wants to fight back more, but we have to leave. There's nothing that we can do. Ford Focus turns around and senses that we are nearby. Like, damn, she got like cat ears or something? Back at the village, we talk to the elder, and he's like, hey, thank you for looking out for our people, but we still can't help. We barely have enough to survive. Like, legit, after watching this guy get thrown around, I do agree. Like, this is not where we need to apply the resistance. We need to go somewhere else. Lise then struggles with the idea that the Skulls are Alamegans who were terrorizing their own people. Think of this very much like Animal Farm by George Orwell, trained from birth to be used as a tool. Well, after we have this mild mental breakdown, the cynical youth who was talking in all caps comes back to Reverse Pants and says, hey, I know I was a jerk, but some of the people want to go and fight against the endless breadsticks that are the Garlic Bread Empire. Okay, so we have some people who are willing to join us. This wasn't a complete waste of time, which is actually more than I anticipated, to be honest. We meet up with M. Nago, who I've been struggling with getting her name down anyway. And we are hunting some Imperial units. So me, her, and Alice go on a gluten-free hunt for all of these guys who are patrolling around. And she uses those crazy cat ears to good work, and she hears that Imperial patrols are nearby, but I'm not gonna lie. Why do these guys melt in front of me, but literally any other mob that isn't tied to an instance or a duty or a specific zone can just like absolutely sit here and tank everything I throw at them? Well, I'll have the answer soon enough. Galactic is watching. We regroup and we feel kind of bad for fighting these Imperials because they seem to be untrained men and women who were conscripted elsewhere and sent here to patrol, but legit, they kind of would have killed us if they had the chance, right? Right? I mean, it is true, but it's like, you know, they're only here because we are here too, so Anyway, look at this ridiculous outfit. Hey! We rush off to meet up with old Righty, and right out the gate, Mnago is completely fangirling over Raubon. I mean, again, I will say, he's only alright. She hands him the formal notification of the Resistance joining in with the Alliance. Raubon's little boy, the best boy Pippin, shows up with a plan. He says we need to get a win against the Garlic Bread Empire to inspire more Alamegans to join the fight. Okay, not bad. Peter Pippin then explains a plan that Castrum Veladania is about to receive a prototype that will be tested against the Alliance, so why not ambush this weapon while it's out in the open and on patrol? Problem is that this becomes basically an open act of war against the Garlic Bread Empire. I mean, they will need to be getting their asses kicked here at some point, so we just heard the Alamegans are already at their wits' end. This could potentially be a really bad thing because guess what? A counterattack could be devastating. Also, look at the sword. The plan is to attack and bait the enemies into a bad position. The first thing we need to do is pick off some of the garlic bread boys before they can meet up with their team to spur out them to use the weapon sooner than they intended. We survey the ground and suddenly 2 garlic bread boys appear, and let's be serious, these guys are literally nearly 2-shot. Like, it happens so fast, and I'm still confused. I'm also introduced to the best thing, which is called Raubond Extreme. Apparently, when players queued up for this duty, it would have like a huge technical issue and cause like the server to crash or something. It's since been fixed, but now we have a duty to deal with the dastardly devils. Son of a bee, look who is leading this damn contingent. It's Namesday himself, the blushing Rodigan. I hate this dude so much. I hate him so much.
How long I've been waiting for this. Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself, yeah.
Also, I need to point out that the reason that the garlic bread people are the bad guys is because you're dressed in all black and you have weird spider robots. I mean, I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm really excited to get the kill on this guy. Calf Dad nods in for violence, and it's time to rush in. I started laying a beat down with all the cooldowns, popping my abilities, and doing everything that I can. And I am doing the littlest amount of damage. Like, actually, it's absurd how little I am tickling these guys. Good gracious, what the heck is this? Well, after attacking for like 10 minutes and even popping more cooldowns, defensives, everything, I'm not doing anything to these guys. This is kind of getting out of hand. Oh, and by the way, I also am like dying super quick to these guys' attacks. I mean, it's like they are the main characters of the game. Well, actually, the role is taken. Thank you very much. The AoEs deal big damage, and I can't even use my flare ability to fully charge because it only halves like the weakest characters here. Like, this was scary. After a war of attrition, the resistance shows up, and now we get to kill the prototype, and it starts going into self-destruct, and we have to kill it before it pops. Simple enough. Here you go. Here's my little tickle attacks. Whee! Namesday talks about passing some stools and then runs away, and like nobody stops him. Nobody attacks him. Come on now. Like, we could have completely wiped out this whole unit. Well, we do a rallying cry because we won, but Alice takes it too far, and then I get kidnapped. To my knowledge, I thought I was playing the Black Mage appropriately or correctly, but Galactic has told me that it is incorrect how my gear is set up. Okay, seriously, apparently my accessories were abysmal. I have like level 50 stuff. Well, he kidnaps me and takes me to Alexander Savage to get my item level up. So we have to do Eyes of the Creator like for 15 or 20 minutes trying to get the gear, but it's all like random drop and rolls and stuff. We get what we need to, and I'm excited because now instead of doing just 10 damage, I can do 11. We talked to Conrad back at Camp Anti-Garlic to inform him with the big win, and things are looking up. The other Alice shows up with some more recruits to help out, but apparently some of them are actually former Scions, and now begins the training of the new recruits. Then we get a kick-in cutscene of the Garlic Bread Empire and their national anthem blasting in the background, and then this massive, definitely not Arthas Menethil walks up slowly into Alamigo. Well, he looks boringly at the commanders, and then we see his name is Xenos Ye Galvis. He is listening to the report of a single soldier surviving our ambush. Frickin' Namesday, man. Well, Xenos makes a sultry statement about how we have no need for cowards. This dude is actually kind of terrifying because it seems like there's like an air of psychosis to him. Like he's not all right up there. He simply grabs a sword, approaches the captain in charge of Namesday units, and gets sliced in half in one swift move. Then he says, "It should have been you leading your unit, dummy. But look at you. You're dead now." Xenos then explains that we have given up the wall to the Alliance, and now we have a hunt on our hands. He talks about prey and how you can make the chase so much more interesting if you dangle hope in front of them. This dude's nuts. Also, look at his ear. He asks the group here of a way to handle this sport of kings, and stepping up is the forward focus lady, who then says she has an idea of how to attack. Well, this isn't foreboding. We do some backlogging around the Reach to take in information about the refugees and find things out about them, and it's more like do mini tasks for each of these people, gather some veggies, recruit some of the recruits, you know, talk to them, do all this stuff. Also, look at this snake lady called the Anada Battle Maid. Legit. I thought the snake people were Void Sense. Didn't we have to fight like 2 or 3 of them in the Coils or in the Void Arc? Who's on whose side nowadays? Well, after running around talking to all the different missing recruits, we get back to the secret snake lady, and Woodsman drops this donation line. Listen to this. Aenor Cockburn, aka the B-Team Scion that wants Horribold,
aka the B-Team Scion that wants Hori and Okabolda to split her like a cake cutting video. No, I am not kidding about that.
What the hell is that? Oh, we are so looking at this later. After finishing up some of the gathering, I take a bit of a swim and pop sprint to go uber fast, and then we turn in these quests for a couple more minutes and we get like a paper called the Ward of the Destroyer. Apparently this is a spell to summon Ralgar? I don't know. Well, now the plan is in motion. The recruits are trained after like 5 minutes. Okay, sure, that's a training regiment. And then chat tells me that there's a coming storm of blood. I don't know if I trust this. We talk to our Super Scion team and they say, hey, we got to do our part. And now we are forming a plan with Conrad Kemp to capture Veladania with the Alliance. This will be our big push into Alamigo, and we need to get this place first. Okay, I'm down. I'm cool. Let's get to business. Well, I get to Pippin Fippin, and it says several cutscenes will play in succession, which always means something big is about to happen.
Hold up.
This is going to be huge. In my mind, someone's going to die, there's going to be huge explosions, crazy stuff is about to happen. Well, I opt in for starting the next stream with whatever is about to be so big. But before I log off, I head off to the Rising Zones to see this thirsty Aenor chick. And holy crap, look at this line. What the hell? What the hell is this? She wants to play with the boulders and not in the PG way? Holy crap. I'm sorry, I didn't believe Woodsman, but hot damn, they were right. Okay, so this step of the journey has been setting us up for some type of big reveal or major event. We've gathered some resistance fighters and inspired them to fight back against the Garlic Bread Empire, but Xenos and that Ford Focus lady are plotting something sinister. And of course, whenever they put the words several cutscenes will play in succession, that is like a telltale sign that someone is about to die, some major event is about to happen. I mean, I'm preparing. I've prepped myself for this type of stuff in Final Fantasy XIV. I will also say I'm actually very grateful for Galactic of running me through Alexander Savage to get some gear, but I definitely feel like it's just also I'm not playing appropriately. Something is about to spill over. The next quest is literally called In Crimson It Began, so what the heck does that tell you? All I'm saying is I'm ready to throw down with the Garlic Bread Empire and be rid of their bad boy business anyway. If you do like these types of series and you have been following along, I'd suggest you check out my Lord of the Rings online playthrough, having a dwarf of a time. You can see the whole playlist here. Otherwise, stay caffeinated, folks.